ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेष शून्यवादी पार्षदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं तमा शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावो अभयं चाभयमेव च अहिंसा समता तुष्टि तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावनाः भक्ता एव पृथग्विधाः। So we are discussing till where we did Bhava Ahimsa today. You can read Ahimsa, Viratu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Ahimsa non-violence means that one should not do anything which would put others into misery or confusion. Material activities that are promised by so many politicians, sociologists, philanthropists, etc., do not provide very good results because the politicians and the philanthropists have no transcendental vision. They do not know what is actually beneficial for human society. Ahimsa means that people should be trained in such a way that the full utilization of the human body can be achieved. The human body is meant for spiritual realization, so any movement or any commissions which do not further that and commit violence on the human body, that which furthers the future spiritual happiness of the people in general, is called non-violence.
So here Ahimsa means not to put others into misery or confusion. The responsibility of the leader, to guide people towards Krishna consciousness. But if the leader is, in ignorance, then inevitably he'll bring violence to all his dependents on. What it says that by many politicians, sociologists, philanthropists, they do not produce any good results because the politicians and philanthropists have no transcendental vision. The leader must have transcendental. Otherwise, it's not possible for the leader to guide anybody. And for that matter, anybody in this world who has any kind of dependence, whether it's a father, mother, guru, teacher, political leader, national leader, anybody. Everybody in this world has to lead somebody. That means the more one is in the leadership position, the more one is supposed to be more and more conscious so that he can guide people in the right way. Otherwise, andhayatamte, one is simply leading, one blind man is leading other blind man, both are going to help. So, and until you don't get this wisdom, and you don't guide them that way, so they are slowly going to be in anxiety, like that. They'll be put into anxiety. So, actually, that's the best service you can do to anybody, to give Krishna consciousness. So, as leader, our first responsibility is to help others become Krishna conscious. For that, we also have to be Krishna conscious. Otherwise, we'll knowingly will commit violence like that. Purpose other is also violence means not preaching Krishna consciousness is violence. Because now you have Krishna consciousness and you don't preach. Yeah. So you have Krishna consciousness, but we don't give Krishna consciousness to others. Then that is also violence. So we should not be violent. For that, one should continuously preach Krishna consciousness. Because if you are having any relationship in this world and you are hiding Krishna consciousness, so that is cheating relationship. The guru is maintaining disciples, but he's not giving transcendental. It's cheating, right? Same way, parents are not, helping. Now, sometimes It's not like we have to forcefully do it, but some way we have to have that vision to see how people under us can get some facility for Krishna consciousness like that. Sometimes parents, by their good example, they're inspiring kids also to Krishna conscious. So one thing becomes very clear that we are also to be very Krishna conscious. Then we should also have with a combination of both, then only we can follow this principle of non-violence. Hmm. Otherwise, we cannot follow the non-violence principle. That's the only way we can follow it. Because the transcendental vision is required. Then only we can know, then we only can have vision what is beneficial for human society. People should be trained in such a way that the full utilization of the human body can be achieved. Human body is meant for spiritualization, so any movement or any commission do not further that end commit violence on the human body. It's a powerful point. That is further the spiritual happiness for the people in general is called non-violence. Can only for the people are non-violent. We are working for the spiritual upliftment of the people. Then only the principle of non-violence is being followed. We can read further from it.
Samatha or equanimity refers to freedom from attachment and aversion. To be very much attached or to be very much detached is not the best. This material world should be accepted without attachment or aversion. That which is favorable for prosecuting Krishna consciousness should be accepted. That which is unfavorable should be rejected. That is called samatam. Equanimity. A person in Krishna consciousness has nothing to reject and nothing to accept, save in terms of its usefulness in the prosecution of Krishna consciousness.
Anything you want to reflect on non-violence? Anybody first? Then we'll go to Samatha. Yeah. Virat, you want to- non-violence. चलो, बंद करना पड़ेगा, बंद कर दो। Yeah. Okay, if nothing, then we'll go to Samatha then. So freedom from attachment and aversion. So to be very much attached or to very much detached is not the best. Material should be accepted without attachment or aversion. That which is favorable for prosecuting Krishna consciousness. So material world we have to accept things as per its, only utilization in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, this material world is, of not much meaning for us. Material world should be accepted without attachment and aversion. That which is favorable for the Krishna should be accepted, and that which is unfavorable should be rejected. That is samatha. Like we are not like jnanis who are denying the material body. We simply want to get rid of this material body. It's not like that. We actually, even take proper care for the body. So we may do sometimes some exercise, take proper diet, take proper sleep, because the body is like a vehicle. So we should not be attached to the body. We should not become averse of it. Same thing with any aspects of life. One should have the attitude for making use of the best bargain Making use of the what is that? Best use of the bad bargain, Prabhupada said. So we have to just see how anything may be beneficial for me. And if it is not, then we can reject it. So that way we are not attached, we are not detached. Like that. A person is, we are unattached. The devotee of the Lord is unattached. So person Krishna consciousness is nothing to reject and nothing to accept, even for useful for the execution of Krishna consciousness. You can read Tusti. Who else? Somebody else can read Tusti.
May I read, Prabhuji?
Okay, you can read, no problem.
To see satisfaction means that one should not be eager to gather more and more material goods by unnecessary activity. One should be satisfied with whatever is obtained by the grace of the Supreme Lord. That is called satisfaction. Tapas means austerity or penance. There are many rules and regulations in the Vedas which apply here, like rising early in the morning and taking a bath. Sometimes it is very troublesome to rise early in the morning, but whatever voluntary trouble one may suffer, it is very, in this way, is called penance. Similarly, there are prescriptions for fasting on certain days of the month. One may not be inclined to practice such fasting, but because of his determination to make advancement in this science of Krishna consciousness, he should accept such bodily troubles when they are recommended. However, one should not fast unnecessarily or against Vedic injunctions. One should not fast for some political purpose that is described in Bhagavad Gita as fasting in ignorance. And anything done in ignorance or passion does not lead to spiritual advancement. Everything done in the mode of goodness does advance one. However, and fasting done in terms of the Vedic injunctions enrich one in spiritual knowledge.
Yeah. And then talk about charity. Charity, 50% should be given for the good cause. Highest cause is Krishna consciousness. We'll come tomorrow. Yeah. So you can see here tusti means satisfaction. One should not be eager to gather more and more material goods by unnecessary activity. One should be satisfied. So it is said materially one should be satisfied. Spiritually one should be greedy. So wherever the Lord has kept, in whatever situation, in whatever facilities, material facets, assets and facilities, one should be satisfied with that. Should not be too eager for accumulating more and more. That will unnecessarily make one's spiritual life troublesome. So our energy is limited. So we have to save our duration of life, duration of energy for progressing in Krishna consciousness. Any reflection anybody has? Anyone like to share any point, any reflection? I can share one next thing. I'll share in the group, you can read that. Prabhupada says progressing beyond progress. Is there in Civilization Transcendence book? Share with you. You can read that whole thing is so nice. I have read some good number of times. It's very, very nice. So I'm sharing it in the group. Take it. And also I'll share one more thing. Prabhupada talks about how devotees should see the suffering in this world. You know, very nicely Prabhupada speaks. So I'll share that also. In just 3 minutes, you can hear that. You can hear this too. It's Prabhupada lecture. How to see suffering. Yes, then we'll pause here. I think we can pause. Yeah, sure.